Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start this morning with your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. Doctors are seeing a new trend as the surge in COVID-19 hospitalizations and deaths are being fueled by young people. According to the state health data, 15% of people who died of COVID between June 1st and August 15th were 25 to 49 years old, and some victims even younger than that. 23-year-old Michael Limon, who was not vaccinated, tested positive earlier this month. By August 9th, he was having trouble breathing, so he was checked into Desert Springs Medical Center. He died 4 days later. Experts say the strongest indicator of whether someone with COVID will die is no longer their age, it's whether they have been vaccinated. We continue now with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assistant Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The mother accused of killing her 7-year-old son and dumping his body will not face the death penalty. 35-year-old Samantha Moreno Rodriguez pleaded not guilty during a virtual court hearing. Investigators say she strangled 7-year-old Liam Husted near a highway between Las Vegas and Pahrump. Rodriguez is due back in court on September 3rd. Fall semester at UNLV is back in full swing. The school has welcomed around 4,000 first-time and first-year students, along with more than 2,100 new transfer students. After more than a year of mostly remote coursework, classes are being held mostly in person. We spoke with an admissions counselor and a student about what it's like being back on campus.
Lively, I think, is the word that comes to mind. Everywhere you look, there's students. Students are walking up to each other, meeting each other. Students are wearing their orientation shirts, and so it's really exciting to see.
I did an online school a few years ago, but this is my first time on a campus since I was an undergrad at 21 years old. So I'm really excited about it.
Did you spend a lot of time during the pandemic getting rid of things you didn't need? Because a lot of people did, and that meant a lot of donations for the Goodwill. Now, the pandemic also spurred Goodwill to change the way it fulfills its mission of helping people who are looking for work.
Leaders said the pandemic was a good opportunity to teach digital skills to those who wanted or need them, plus add programming to highly desired fields like the healthcare industry. And that includes pilot programs in boot camps that focused on certified nursing assistant classes and other pilots to that nature.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assistant Living and Memory Care, the best care for the best life. With prices going through the roof in Las Vegas, more home buyers are shopping in Pahrump. Review-Journal's Jen Ah tells us more. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Renee. We want to introduce you to a Henderson woman who's called the Las Vegas area home for 15 years.
And we pursued. We got outbidded like 20 times on the homes.
Teresa Washington says house hunting has become no easy task.
We were getting kind of disgusted and disappointed with all of the cash offers.
With Vegas's record home prices, experts say a rising number are looking west over the Spring Mountains. As for Washington, she also started looking at options further out, but ended up finding her perfect home in Pahrump.
It's a tight-knit community where you see the same people a couple of times when you go out. It's just the environment is much different. It's not as busy, it's not as hectic.
And she bought her new home within her budget and without a bidding war. Renee?
Now it's time to take a look at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. Clark County has issued a smoke advisory today, which means widespread haze and windy conditions for your Tuesday forecast. Today, highs will top around 104 degrees, and we could see wind gusts up to 22 miles per hour throughout the day. Evening lows in the upper 70s. For the rest of the week, winds will die down by Thursday, 108 by Friday, staying in the low 100s through the weekend.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Say hello to the Vegas Nighthawks. The name for Las Vegas's new indoor football team was revealed Monday, along with the announcement of head coach and general manager Mike Davis. Davis is a former head coach for the IFL's Nebraska Danger. The Nighthawks are set to begin play in 2022 in the soon-to-be-completed Dollar Loan Center in Henderson.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, plans for a new retail center on the Las Vegas Strip have gotten the green light. County commissioners approved a plan to build a complex at City Center at Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue. The complex would be built on the site of the Harmon Hotel, which was never finished. The developer plans to start vertical construction in the next 2 months. The complex is expected to open by October of next year. Meantime, Nevada's job market continues to bounce back. Officials say the state's unemployment rate for July was 7.7%. That's down more than a half from July of last year. Nevada added 4,800 jobs last month, and it has recovered about 68% of the jobs it lost during the pandemic. But that recovery has been uneven. One economist said the food service industry is 97% recovered, while the casino hotel industry is only 62% recovered.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. It's the third and final week of the NFL preseason. The Raiders won but didn't cover as 6.5-point favorites in a 17-16 victory over the Rams on Saturday. Los Angeles scored a touchdown with 15 seconds left for a backdoor cover. The Silver and Black will try to cap a perfect 3-0 preseason Sunday at San Francisco, where the 49ers are 3.5-point favorites and the total is 35.5.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, a vaccine rule for shows at Resorts World, not so fast. Review Journal columnist John Katzlamidas has the latest.
The theater at Resorts World Las Vegas might not be under AEG Presents mandatory proof of vaccination policy after all. AEG Presents has announced that it will enforce the policy at theaters and venues and festivals that it owns and operates. But it's just in a booking partnership with Resorts World. It doesn't own the theater. The two sides are going to mutually agree on how to handle such shows as Celine Dion, Carrie Underwood, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryan. So more will be revealed come October 1st.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.